Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Is the audibility absolutely fine? Am I audible to each and every one of you? Please let me know this. Let me check both the channels. The first channel, RBR search channel. Is the audibility absolutely fine? Am I audible to each and every one of you? Great. So I can clearly see that in RBR search channel. Reven search channel, I think the audibility is absolutely perfect. Let me check the other channel as well. In the Kreatryx channel, I guess the audibility is fine over here as well. Yes, I think the audibility is, yeah, absolutely perfect. So the audibility is fine in both the channels, and I think we should start the session straight away. Audio is clear? Yes, absolutely correct. Great. I think we should start the session. So as I promised, as I promised you guys, I have promised that I'll be taking sessions specifically for GATE 2021 aspirants, and this will be panned out for 9 days. On one single day, I'll be taking 2 sessions. The first one in the morning at 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. late evening. This has been this was the day 3rd. I've already taken 3 quant and DI, it means graph sessions, and prior to this I have already taken 2 verbal and reasoning sessions. This is my 3rd one. After this, the next session will not be tomorrow but day after, that is on Monday. Tomorrow I am not going to take any session. Take some breather, take some breathing space. Whatever I've discussed so far, you can revise all those things, right? So before starting today's session, I already said this, that during these sessions, as I told you earlier as well, these sessions will last 9 days. On one single day, I'll be taking 2 sessions, around about 90 minutes to 2 hours. So this is equals to almost 18 sessions. So this is roughly 30 to 36 hours. Mark my words, anyone who don't have even the slightest of the idea of aptitude, if attains these entire sessions and jot down every single thing, whatever I say, will definitely score a very good marks in GATE Aptitude 2021. This is my promise to you guys. And if someone has got a very a helicopter view of what GATE Aptitude is, they can revise using these sessions even today and later as well. Fine. So even before starting today's session, I want you people to let me know, as this is my 3rd session, I'll be taking this lecture number 3rd, and more importantly, every session of mine is independent to the previous sessions. But still, just for FYI, how many of you have attended the other 2 sessions, lecture number 2 and lecture number 1? Let me know in the comment box how many of you have attended both the sessions. How many of you have attended the previous 2 sessions? I really want to know. Great, well done. Excellent, well done. And other than these 18 sessions, I have already planned special classes for you guys. So I have taken 1 vocab masti sessions yesterday. Today I have taken permutation combination concept builder session as well, right? Absolutely phenomenal. Great, well done. It's good to see. Very nice to see. Fantastic. Right? So you are my students, and I like this is what I need from my students. Don't get burnout. Whatever I say, just follow it and keep on making these notes. I want you people to have 2-3 different color pens like blue, black, red. This is how I prefer making notes. And I'll be sending, as some of you were asking for the PDF notes, I will be sharing this PDF notes on 2 different channels. First, FT Express, I'll show you that. FT Express channel and Telegraph channel. And second, Saurabh Sir official Telegram channel. So on these two Telegram channels, I will be sharing these notes. So there is no need to worry, there's no need to panic. I will be sharing every single thing, don't worry about it. Right? Great. Not just this, to all those students who are preparing for GATE 22, 23 or engineering services, my promise to you guys is I have already planned to bring some amazing courses, not just for aptitude but for vocab development as well. I'm making a promise to you guys that I have already decided, I've already planned to bring aptitude course for 22, 23, ESE as well as vocab development course. This is my profile. You can pause it and you can read it. That is absolutely fine. I have been teaching for the past 10 years to CAT students, bank, GATE, bank, SSC, railway students. So according to my planning, in Plus subscription, you will be getting all these things. This will be bilingual. Dvibhashi hoga, so it will be available in English as well as in Hindi. So everybody can easily understand whether I'll be taking vocab session or I'll be taking aptitude session. So there's no problem. I'll be taking crash course, weekly test and all those things. Other than this, not just this, if you go for the Iconic subscription, you will anyways going to get this, and there will be a mentor where you can discuss one-to-one. Right? So be ready for this. You can install the Unacademy app and you can straight away use this code. Be ready. Once I say I'll be launching this course, be ready for all these things and we're going to rock. This is my promise to you guys. Right? So there are these courses currently which are available. If you want, you can use this code. If it's totally up to you. If you want, you can use this code. Don't think as if I'm pushing for this, right? If you want, you can use this code for 12 months, 18 months and 24 months. And not just this, as I told you, not just about the Plus, but there are Iconic subscriptions as well. These are brilliant subscription. Personally, my favorite is Iconic. This is what I prefer. Like, this is what I think my favorite is Iconic, right? So this is what you can say. And other than this, as I already promised, I'll be bringing you this. You can follow me on Unacademy app. There is Saurabh 123 Thakur 25 16 81. Here you can follow me. Sir, what happens if I follow you? You will get to know every single thing regarding the special classes which will be absolutely free, which I'll be starting. See, why I have not yet started, because right now I'm busy with your classes on YouTube. Once I'm done with this, in the month of February, I'll be bringing special classes that will be absolutely free. That's no problem. You just need the Unacademy app. So once you follow this, you will come to know every single special classes, and I'll be providing those sessions. Don't worry. And here I'll be sharing the notes. This Telegram channel, I'll be sharing the PDF notes, and there is one more Telegram channel, Saurabh Sir Official. If you want, you can join that as well. Saurabh Sir Official. Saurabh Sir Official. These are the two Telegram channels. On these two Telegram channels, I'll be sharing the notes. Fine. I think we should start the session. And before starting the session, I really want you people to write in the comment box something which is really important to me and it's probably slightly difficult for each one of us. And what is that? Listen to this very, very carefully. You guys are about to face your competitive exam in the next few days. Right? This is right now, this is winter time in India. And not just this exam, even after this, each one of us, we love to live in our comfort zone. We love to live in our convenience. But you know what? There are certain demerits of convenience. There are certain demerits of your comfort zone. And that is why I always say, a good traveler never arrives. But I want you people to write in the comment box and promise to yourself, I will never find my bliss in convenience. Never find your bliss in convenience. Convenience is very, very dangerous. Once you get accustomed to convenience, once you get accustomed to comfort zone, the competency gets lost. C.K. Prahlad Sahab coined the term core competency. Whatever you are good at, make yourself indispensable. Because it is a fight between good and great. Jim Collins' book, How the Mighty Fall, Good to Great, Great by Choice, Built to Last. You can read any of these books. Unbelievable books. What is that he has written in one of the books? He has written, listen to this very, very carefully, good is the enemy of great. I'm not asking my students to be good. I want you guys to be absolutely great. I want you people to be rise from your ashes. Even if you fail, even if you're down and out, we should have the gut to rise from our ashes. I want you people to write in the comment box, I will never ever find my bliss in my comfort zone. Shall we start? Is everybody ready to rock? Shall we start today's session? Absolutely great. I want 200% energy, not just 100% energy, and we'll rock. Right? Is everybody ready? Shall we start today's session? Great. Let's start then. As I said to you prior to this, I have already taken 2 sessions. This is my 3rd one, and I have already taken 3 quant sessions and 2 special classes, one on vocabulary masti and the second one was concept builder session. Tomorrow entire day I won't be taking any session. So 3, 3, 6 plus 2, 8. So 8 YouTube videos are available. The student dharma for all of you guys is whatever you are left with, make sure you finish it off tomorrow itself, so that when we meet on Monday, we are ready to rock the show. Let's start then. So this is the first question. Right? The first question is, this particular question came in the year 2014 and I found this question very interesting. Very, very interesting. I've already told you in your exam, you can expect 4 to 5 questions in verbal segment. Even if there are 4 or 5 questions in verbal, you can expect at least one, not just one, at least one question from critical reasoning. Sir, is it possible that they can give 2 critical reasoning questions? Yes, it is possible. Why it is not possible? And more importantly, critical reasoning does not need very high profile vocabulary. It does not require you should be extremely profuse with your vocabulary. That does not need your vocab efficiency. The only thing critical reasoning wants, that whether you can understand it or not. And more important thing, usually more often than not, it has been seen in the past, critical reasoning, one critical reasoning question carries 2 marks. 2 marks. Can you believe this? This is brilliant, man. This is brilliant. Let's see the first question. And then we're going to have a phenomenal discussion. Maza aega. This particular question came in the year 2014. This is the question. I'm giving you guys 2 minutes. Not more than that. Don't take anything more than 2 minutes. Mark your answers. I'm not at all concerned whether you give me right or wrong answer, but I want your participation, I want your answer. And tabhi to discussion maza aega. Then only we can enjoy the discussion part. Go ahead. Don't take more than 2 minutes. Let me move aside. So this is the question. This is the question. Take 2 minutes, not more than that. And don't worry about the PDFs. Any which ways, I'm going to share this on FT Express and Saurabh Sir Official, these 2 channels. I have moved aside just because I want you guys to read this question thoroughly, mark your answers, and then we're going to have a discussion. Great. C and absolutely. C and D. C and D. Okay. Anybody? I told you this is a very good question. B. Second lecture, quant ka second lecture is missing. I'll see to that. Don't worry. Tejas, I'll see to that. C, D, D. Okay. C or D. There are a few people who are saying B. Just 2 guys who are saying B. Okay, fine. Anyone, any other answer? Make it fast, guys. Okay. Great. I think we should discuss now. Whatever your answer is, okay, fine, leave it now. Even if you've got the answer correct or incorrect, that's not important. The important part is discussion. Now let's see. We need to understand how to crack this question. That is the most important. Whenever in any critical reasoning question. This is the same. I'm about to say something which which I have been saying to CAT aspirants and GMAT aspirants as well. Whenever you are solving a critical reasoning question, we should be cautious with this part. Whether we are talking about number, percentage or proportion, these are three entirely different words. One exam which actually plays with this is GMAT and CAT, the CAT paper, CAT and ZAT paper actually. So here in this case, the number of people, okay fine. So here we are categorically, we have written number. The number of people diagnosed with dengue fever. Actually, the pronunciation of this word is not dengue, it is dengue. But if I say dengue, you'll feel slightly awkward. But the exact pronunciation of this word is not dengue, it is dengue. But okay, fine, let's continue with dengue. The number of people diagnosed with dengue fever. Okay. Because they have introduced this word. Contracted from the bite of mosquito. Okay. From mosquito bite. Okay. In the northern part of India is twice. Whenever you see this kind of thing. So in the northern part of the country, the number is twice. Let's take 200. The twice number is 200. Okay. For an example, let's take 200. Okay. Twice the number diagnosed last year. It means if the number was 100 last year, in North India is twice the number diagnosed last year. So this time the number is 200. The municipal authority, the local administration, this is what they want to write, have concluded, inferred, deduced, okay, that measures to control the mosquito population have failed. These kind of words you should never miss. In this region. Which region? Where the number has increased. Here this is acting as an adjective. Which region? The region which has already been talked about. Demonstrative adjective. Which one of the following statement, if true, if is a conditional clause. So what does that mean? Although probably it's not that relevant to you, but still, so that you can have a good understanding. In GMAT, there is a very specific kind of question which is actually part and parcel of almost each and every paper. The difference between is and whether. Always remember this. Whether gives you choice between two options. I cannot able to understand whether to watch Harshad Mehta 1992 scam web series or GOT. Whether gives you two choices, exactly two choices, not more than that, exactly two choices. And sir, what about if? If it rains, we shall get wet. If, that is what conditional clause is. Right? Which of the following statements, if true, does not contradict? Does not contradict with what? Does not contradict. That is why this is such a beautiful question. Does not contradict with this conclusion. What is the conclusion? Let me change the color. Does not contradict with the conclusion. So what is the conclusion? Even before starting the question, we need to understand which part of the paragraph is conclusion. Okay. The conclusion, I'm using this yellow color. Have concluded that measures to control the mosquito population have failed in this region. This part is the conclusion. From measures to control the mosquito population have failed in this region. This is conclusion. This is this word, conclusion. I think this is absolutely fine. So what is that we've understood? The number of people diagnosed with dengue, the exact pronunciation as I said is dengue. This is the fever which can be seen because of the mosquito bite. Okay. So because of the mosquito, when mosquito bites, So this time it has been seen that the number has increased twice. With respect to what? With respect to the number previous year. Okay. So earlier, the last year, the number was 100 and this time this is 200. This is called premise. This is called reason. This is called karan. So this is the premise. Sir, which part is the premise? Earlier the number, last year the number was 100. This year the number is 200. So based on this year's number, from 100 to the number shot up from 100 to 200, and based on this is the premise. Okay. The municipal authority have concluded the measure to control the mosquito population have failed in this region. Which region? We are specifically talking about the North India. So because there are now 200, the people who got affected by dengue, they are doubled, and based on this fact that the number has doubled, they have concluded that whatever measures we have taken has failed. So based on this 200 number, you are saying that the measures have failed. This is what they have concluded. So what we are supposed to find? Which of the following statement, if true, does not contradict? The meaning of this question is, yes, indeed, the measures they have taken have failed. Is it clear to each and every one of you? We want a statement that should suffice, that should bolsters, that should strengthens the statement. What statement, man? That yes, it has failed significantly. What has failed? Based on the increase in number from 100 to 200, this is the premise. You're saying that the measures have failed in a very specific region, that is the northern part of India, but we are looking for a statement which can suffice this, which can strengthen this, which can reinforce this, bolsters this. Yes, indeed, it has failed. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear? Right? I think this is absolutely clear, right? So this is the entire question. 100, 200 premise, and this failed. And we have to support that, yes, the measures have failed. This is what we have to support. This entire question boils down to one word, that yes, indeed, it is a failure. We have to support this. I think it is absolutely fine. Now read the option. Now this makes sense. Else and otherwise, there's no point solving these questions. Unless and until we understand, there's no point. This is what the question is, and we have to support that. Yes, indeed, they are a failure. High proportion of the affected population has returned from neighboring countries where dengue is prevalent. Based on this spike, the number has actually doubled. Sir, can you justify this particular point? Yes, I can. Why not? See, I think I need something. Yeah, I need this. See, the point is, let me explain this more. See, the point is, last year when the number was 100, let us suppose if the number would have been the same, the municipal authority perhaps would not have concluded that it was a failure, that the measures have failed. They would not have. But because this number actually is 200. 200 where? In the northern region. And we have to support that they have failed. But let us suppose from the southern part or the eastern part or the western part of the country, let us suppose from any other place, let us suppose this year there were still 100 cases, and from nearby case where the dengue was prevalent, 100 people actually came to this place, migrated to this place, and that is how you got this number. So how can you say that it is a failure? How can you justify this? How can you say that this is a failure? Okay. In this case, you cannot justify that as failure. Let us suppose if 150 people have migrated, in that case, we are left with only 50. Sir, how you come to know it's 50? The number has been doubled. If let us suppose from the neighboring place where the conditions was prevalent, 150 people came and 150 plus 50 is 200. So rather, earlier the case was there were 100 cases last year, and this year the regional cases were actually got reduced. So how can you say that it is a failure? They have really done a commendable job. Is it clear to each and every one of you? So what is that we are looking for? Which one of the following statement, if true, does not contradict this? Does not contradict. It means yes, they have failed. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? So because the people have migrated from the neighboring countries, there's a chance that it can contradict, right? Next, more cases of dengue are now reported because of an increase in the municipal office administration. It means the cases were always there. It means the cases were always there. It is not as if the cases shot up from 100 to 200. Probably last year as well, there were 200 cases. But because of the inefficiency, we could not able to register 100 cases. It means if last year there were 200 cases and if this year there are 200 cases, then how there is a failure? Then how there is a system failure? Okay. Similarly, many more cases of dengue are being diagnosed this year since introduction of new and effective diagnostic tests. So now they are talking about efficiency. Now they are talking about proficiency. What kind of? Many more cases of dengue are being diagnosed this year since introduction of new and effective diagnostic tests. So because earlier the diagnostic tests were not this good, it means that it might be possible last year as well there were 200 cases. But the problem is we could not able to decipher it. You know what? There is no difference between option number B and C. There is no difference between option number C. We are talking about operational inefficiency and we are talking about diagnostic inefficiency. But at the end of the day, we are talking about inefficiency. It means that we are saying that it was an inefficient system probably which could not able to register more cases. It means that the cases were always there. And if it is true, then let us suppose if last year there were 200 cases and if this year there are 200 cases, then there is no increase. So based on what? Your premise itself falters. Is it correct, everybody? Those people who are saying B and C, now they can able to understand why that is incorrect. That is the reason these two options are incorrect. Let's move on to the last one. The number of people with malaria also contracted from mosquito bites. That has oh my God. So these two options, they are talking about inefficiency. And this option, we are saying that the people from the neighboring country have migrated and that probably, perhaps is the reason of this increase. Okay. Now let's move on to the last one. The number of people with malaria fever also contracted from mosquito bite. Has increased. Okay. It is not just dengue. It is the similar kind of disease which spreads because of mosquito bite has also increased, like malaria. So the chances are the number of mosquitoes could not able to, the municipal authority could not able to control the mosquito population, because of which the disease related to mosquito population, example, not just dengue, but malaria as well, has increased. And that is why D is absolutely correct. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine? Absolutely perfect. I think it is absolutely clear, right? Such a beautiful question, yeah. It's such a delight to solve this. Very nice question. Very nice. So this, see, the problem is not getting correct or incorrect answer. That's not the, it might be possible, you know, we just speculated the D option, we've got the answer. It's not about this. The point is, if our answer is incorrect, what is the reason why that is incorrect? I think we've understood this. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Great. Well done. So that is why the correct answer is D. Oh, no. By mistake, I have marked A. The correct answer is D. By mistake, I have colored it green. The correct answer is D. Right? So in the year 2014, when I'll send you this PDF, I'll mark D as green, right? So in the year 2014, this question was asked. This was such a beautiful question. Such a delight to solve this. Let's take a breather. Let's take a small breather. How can we take a small breather? By this. The movie which I have shown over here is Three Idiots. Amir Khan Sahab was there and Sir was there. And he says, "Arey kehna kya chahte ho?" What is that you want to say? Try to be relevant, try to be germane, please try to be lucid. Lucid is something that is absolutely clear. When you use the word lucid, and anyways, whenever you come across this word loose, elucid, lucid, pellucid, it stands for clarity, right? So, "Arey kehna kya chahte ho?" Please try to be more precise. Please try to be more crisp with your words. Please try to be more relevant. Please try to be more laconic. Please try to be more germane. Please try to be more pellucid. So from my side, put up a single star on this. It's a good question. Lucid. Very, very small level of difficulty is moderate, but this is really important to your exam. These are some of the synonyms. I personally like this word, cogent. Cogent. Long back, this particular word was asked in CAT, I guess in the year 2002 as well, and after that as well, but in the year 2002, a very nice question was there. Cogent is something that's clear. Germane. It is not Germany, it is germane. Germane is relevant. I want you people to write this word as well. Pellucid, lucid, pellucid, clarity. Although I am taking a question from SSC, but I think it is good enough question. Although I am taking a question from SSC, but it is a good enough question for your exam as well. Sir, what's the question? I want you people, see, this question came in the year 2011. Although this is not from your exam, I straight away have taken from SSC, but it's a good question. I want you people to find the synonym of this word lucidity. Don't take more than 10 seconds. Go ahead, mark the answer. Don't take more than 10 seconds. Lucidity talks about clarity, lucid, pellucid, gelucid, those kind of stuffs, right? So what's the word? Politeness, clarity, fluency, fluidity. No, we're not talking about fluidity. Politeness. Wherever you see this word ness, the word automatically becomes a noun. What kind of noun? Abstract noun. Politeness. Polite. The person is very humble, very polite. The person is extremely, candid with his approach. Candor. The person is extremely amiable. The person is extremely genial, cordial, friendly, amiable, amicable. Let us suppose you guys are extremely friendly. At this age, what's your age? 18, 19, 20, 21. That's your age probably, right? At this particular age, you must be extremely friendly with people. Very friendly, genial, cordial. I want you people to write the spelling of this word, not friendly, genial. I want you people to write the spelling of this word in the comment box. Cordial, write the spelling of the word in the comment box. Genial, cordial, amiable, comment box. Amicable, comment box. 4 words, genial, cordial, amiable, amicable. Go ahead, make it fast, guys. So this is not what we are talking about. Fluency, deftness, deft is skill, fluency. Okay, clarity. This is a straightforward question, but it's a very nice question for your exam. Right. So most of the people, amiable, amicable, genial, cordial, absolutely correct. Well done. Absolutely perfect. Right. Let's move on to the next question. So this was the answer, as I have already told you, clarity. Next, Rajamouli Sahab, genius, absolute genius. Rajamouli Sahab, B.R. Chopra Sahab, Narayanan Sahab, Malgudi Days, absolute genius. These guys are genius. Only a genius can make movie like Bahubali. In Bahubali, there was a scene where Shetty ma'am was there, and the scene was when she was confiscated. So this was the scene. Probably you might remember this. The word for this particular thing is, when you charge someone for a crime, there is a word indict or indict, whatever you want, you can pronounce. INDICT. I want the people to write this word, and it is a very, very important word. Right? So this is the word. When you charge someone when you book someone under a particular crime, under any particular article. Right? Sir, when you charge someone, at that time we use this word indict or indict, whatever you want. Actually, the pronunciation is indict. Sir, when you release someone, Saat Khoon maaf, Saat Khoon absolve. I want people to write the meaning, the spelling of this word absolve. Exonerate. Go ahead. Absolve. Exonerate. Exculpate. Go ahead. Absolve. ABSOLVE. Exonerate. Exculpate. And these words are easy to remember as well. How these are easy to remember, sir? X. The person has already left. Don't get emotional. But X. The person has already left you. So culp. Wherever we see the word culp, culp is blame. Culp. Culpable. Exculpate, no more a culprit. Culprit, no more a culprit. Exculpate, this guy is not a culprit now. Right? So the meaning of all these words is when the person is cleared from all the charges, all the blames. Is it clear to each and every one of you? I want you people to give me answer of this particular question. Once again, I have taken a question from SSC year 2011. I want you people to solve this synonym. The moment I'll show you this, I want an answer within 5 seconds. Go ahead. So this is the question. 5 seconds, I want an answer. Don't take anything more than 5 seconds. Indict or indict, the pronunciation is indict. Implicate, elude, charge, manifest. 5 seconds, go ahead. Well done. The person is booked under this crime. The person has been charged. This person has been booked. Absolutely correct. Implicate. Implications of this will be really tough. Okay. The success always. Jim Rohn, one of my favorite. I always wanted to meet Jim Rohn. I could not able to. Unfortunately, he passed away. In my life, I really wanted to meet 3 people. Right from my childhood, I love to read motivational books. So my dream was to meet 3 people: Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, and Stephen Covey. I really wanted to meet these 3 guys, but unfortunately Stephen Covey is no more. And unfortunately Mr. Jim Rohn Sahab is also no more. So may their soul rest in peace, but unfortunately could not able to meet. Mr. Jim Rohn said this statement. Listen to this very, very carefully. Okay, fine. I'll tell you 2 statements. One bonus, absolutely free. This is what Mr. Rohn said. Listen to this very, very carefully. It is applicable to each one of us. We are the average total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are the average total of 5 people whom we interact the most. We are the sum total of 5 people with whom we invest our time, our energy the most. And think on this very carefully. Whenever you sit all alone, then you should think on this. what kind of people I'm investing my time with. This is a fantastic statement gradually, because right now you're kids, gradually and slowly you understand this. The second statement of Mr. Ron, listen to this. Success is not something that you success is not something that you pursue. Mr. Ron is a firm believer that you don't chase success. Then how a person becomes successful? Success is not something that you pursue. Success is something that you attract. How come? By becoming an attractive person. Whoa, what's this? By becoming an attractive person, what is the meaning of this? By becoming an attractive person. Sir, when you say attractive person, do you really mean a well-groomed person looking very handsome like that? No. With the kind of skills required. Success is reserved for those who search for success. Success is not something that you pursue. Success is something that you attract by becoming an attractive person. How can we become an attractive person? Third statement, Mr. Ron said, to achieve more than what you have to become more than what you are. This life is all about that becoming, that evolution. It is not where I am. It is where I want to go that determines everything. If you are satisfied, if you are contented with where you are, it becomes very difficult. Fuzzy future has no pull power. So success is not something that you pursue. If you keep on pursuing success, it will continue to elude from you. Go away, elude. It's a fantastic line. Wow. Manifest. Manifest something that is absolutely clear. Clear, by vision. You must have read, what's the name of the book? Rhonda Byrne's book, The Secret. The Secret, Magic, these kind of books. She always says, there are people who say, I have manifested this in my life. Actually, when you read about the power of some subconscious mind, in those books, you will actually see positive and negative visualization. Positive and negative visualization, people actually manifest success. Gradually, and you'll understand, people actually manifest things in their life. And that is why what happens? People make, where's my diary? Here it is. People make small diaries like this and write whatever they want to achieve in life. This is my diary. Not that great, but yeah, I love this. This is my diary. And that is why people write what they want in their life. That's fine. In Buddhism, they say, whatever you can visualize, you can materialize. Wow. Whatever we can visualize. But the actual process starts with visualization. Unless and until you believe that you can actually crack the exam, that you actually have the vim, the vigor, the passion, the energy to crack this exam, how can you? Let's move on. So what's the correct answer? The correct answer is charge. Great. So this is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Get ready for the next question. The next question I am about to give you was asked in the year 2014. Another fantastic question. Another question from critical reasoning. Fabulous question. But this time, the catch is I'll be giving you 90 seconds. So this is the question. And yeah, as I said, 2014. But this time I'll be giving you 90 seconds. You are my students. I want my students to go all out in full throttle in the next 90 seconds. I'll talk to you guys after 90 seconds. Go ahead. If anybody is ready, they can mark the answer. "90 seconds. Use this 90 seconds. Let me move aside. Use this 90 second and mark the answer. Use this entire 90 second. Don't think about anything else. What is the answer? Most of you are saying D. Who has started this? Aman, Prateek, Les, Prateek, Shubham, Vijay, Prateek, once again, Monica, Shubhangi, Rahul, Saurabh, and there are many more. Great. Almost everybody said D. This is not my question. This is the question which was given in your exam. Last 5 seconds and I'll lock the answer. Whatever your answer is. I think almost everyone said B, D. D, Akshay, Garima, Nabraj. Good to see you, Nabraj. Garima, Moshmi. Okay, fine. Let's lock the answer B. So almost everybody said B, D. Rajan was not happy. Why he was not happy? Rajan was not happy. But why? That Sajan decided to do the project on his own. He decided to do the project on his own. So what was this guy expecting that Sajan will do the project with him? Why he is not happy? He is not happy because Rajan is doing the project all alone. Okay. Sajan is doing the project. Similar name. Sajan is doing the project all alone. And on observing his unhappiness, who this his is? Rajan. On watching Rajan's unhappiness, Sajan explained to Rajan that he preferred. Sajan is explaining. So the reason must have been given prior to this line. Then you will explain, right? So the Rajan is explaining this part actually. Sajan is explaining this part actually. Sajan explained to Rajan that he preferred to work independently. That's my preference. Which of the following statements, excuse me, is logically valid that can be inferred? Can you see this? This is the third class I'm taking. Prior to this, I've already taken 2 more classes. One thing you have categorically seen, and that is in your exam, in verbal reasoning. It is the inference based question that is the most important. Inference, I want those people who actually coming over here for the very first time, inference. I want people to write this down. There is no meaning of knowledge unless and until we can reciprocate it, right? Unless and until we can remember it. So inference, deduction, conclusion, all these 3 words are absolutely same. Similarly, which of the following, if true, although this is not the part, this is other than this question, which of the following, if true, strengthens the above conclusion? Strengthen. Similarly, weakens the above conclusion. Okay. So what is the word we use for weaken? Which of the following, if true, weakens the above conclusion, undermine the above conclusion? Weakens is equals to undermine. I want you people to write this down. In very niche exams, absolutely polished papers, you may come across these kind of words. Which of the following, if true, weakens the above conclusion, undermines the above conclusion? Answer for strengthen. Which of the following, if true, strengthens the above conclusion? Underpin the above conclusion. Underpin. Underpin is equals to strengthen. Undermine is equals to weaken. There is one more word which is actually part and parcel of GMAT, and the word is undercut. Weaken, undermine, undercut. Is it clear, everybody? Write it down, jot it. There is no meaning of attending these sessions unless and until we jot these informations, right? Then only we can bring things and under our purview of knowledge. Unawareness can never be bliss. So logically valid, which can be inferred from the above paragraph. Rajan has decided to work only. I've already told you that don't use this word this loosely. We cannot, this is beyond the scope. We know that Rajan probably wanted to work with Sajan only in a group. No, we cannot conclude this. Rajan and Sajan were formed into a group against their wishes. They were formed into the group. There is no evidence for this. How can we draw this? How we can draw this conclusion that they were already formed, they are a part of the group? Sajan has decided to give in. I want you people to write this. Put up a double star on this. Sir, this is not that great a word. Who told you this? You know what given is? Surrender. The meaning of this word is surrender. I want you people to put up a double star on this word given. Sajan has decided to surrender. to succumb, to give in. यार तेरी जिद के आगे ना मैं सरेंडर कर दिया भाई. I have given in. I have surrendered myself because you are just too stubborn, man. You're just too stubborn. Like this. So Sajan has decided to give in to Rajan's request to work. No. In the entire paragraph, you cannot find Sajan surrendering to Rajan's wish. No, not true at all. Rajan had believed, even if we wanted, if I would have been, making this question, I would have used the word perceived. So you mean to say believed and perceived are the same? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely same. So I want to be able to write just below this perceived. Rajan had believed. Rajan had perceived. Rajan had imagined. Right? Rajan had hypothesized. Absolutely fine. That Sajan and he would be working together. Sajan and he. This is a way to give respect to the other person. This is a very formal piece of right. Here we could have written the sentence like that he and Sajan. No, but when you want to give respect to the other person, you use the other person's names first and then your name. Right? Sajan had believed, he has perceived, he has imagined that Sajan and he would be working together. Yeah, and that is why this guy was upset. Is it clear to each and every one of you? So the correct answer is D. How many of you have got the correct answer? Anyone who has got the correct answer? Perceive. Perceive. What is it? What is perceive? Who asked perceive? The meaning of this word? Where only is it? कहाँ लिखा आपने? Anik. Perceive. What is the meaning of this? Perceive. Perceive. Perception. Perception. Right? Anik, let me give you a better word. Perceive, perception, perfidy, perfidious lover. Whoa. Perceive, perception, perfidy, perfidious lover. Fid, wherever you come across this word, fid, it means faith. I want to be able to write the spelling of this word. What was the word I said? Perfidious. I want to be able to write the spelling of this word, perfidious. Anyone? Anik, because you asked the question, tell me the spelling of this word. Wherever you see this root word fid, it always means faith. Sir, can you give any example or you are just blabbering? Why should I blabber? I can give you many examples. That's not a problem. Confident, confidant. Whoa, what is this, man? We've already converted into an English usage question. That's not a bad idea. Confident and confidant. Sir, where is the difference? Where is the difference? With such kind of ugly handwriting, I could not able to find any difference. Yeah, this is E and here I have written A. When you have got phenomenal belief in yourself, you're feeling extremely confident about yourself. This is this. And what is this? Each one of us, we have at least one friend with whom we love to do chugli. What is that chugli? It means we love to sit with our one friend and to talk about rest of the world, that how bad this world is, that a friend, one friend is your confidant. Is it fine, everybody? Is fine, everybody? Fid. Let's take one more. Bona fide and bona fides. Bona fide and bona fides. Very beautiful question, yeah. Once again, very nice question. But what is this? Aadhaar card tells you that Aadhaar card in India. Aadhaar card tells you that you are a bona fide citizen of India. What kind of citizen? Bona fide citizen. Citizen is a common noun. What is bona fide? Adjective. Okay. Aadhaar card tells that you are a bona fide citizen of India. You are a genuine citizen of India. Is it fine? Sir, what you said? You are a genuine citizen of India. Sir, what you said? Arre yaar. Find the difference between genuine and sanguine. Find the difference between genuine, another good question, and sanguine. Find the difference between genuine and sanguine. Whoa, what is this? When you use the word genuine, it means authentic. Genuine is authentic. What is sanguine? Your engineering services, they've already asked sanguine. Sanguine are, let me give you an example. Not like this. Not like this. Let's take a scale. These are those people. These are those people who are they have achieved nirvana. They are extremely practical. They have attained the peace of mind. They are practical, pragmatic people. Like our mother. If I love talking to my mother. And I love to discuss things with my mother. Our mothers are different. They're altogether different species. The kind of advice your mother gives to you is just phenomenal. If you ever had those kind of discussion, this particular emotion, here we can use our mother, practical, pragmatic. Pragmatic are those people who are practical with life. Then this is for those people who are optimistic. Optimistic. Sir, what is optimism? Ashavad. Then this is excessively optimistic. Tomorrow we have semester exam and I have just read one chapter and there are 5 chapters which are part of the syllabus and now I'm feeling really scared. For what? कहीं मैं कल टॉप ही ना कर दूं. I'm feeling really scared. My God, the chances are I can get the first rank. This kind of optimism is salute to these kind of optimism. Excessive optimism, that is what sanguineness is. And that is why, that is why when you use the word sanguine, the synonym is extremely cheerful. With this kind of optimism, a person can only be cheerful. And what kind of people are these? These are those people who are extremely pessimist. These are those people who are extremely pessimistic. What kind of people are pessimistic? Negative. And these kind of people are not just pessimistic, they're extremely pessimistic, cynical. So I have defined the emotions like this. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Just keep on connecting the dots. And if you want, you can read the book, Connect the Dots. Who has written the book? Anyone? Rashmi Bansal Sahiba. I want all the girls in the group, especially all the girls, should read this book, Connect the Dots. Written by Rashmi Bansal Sahiba. Rashmi Bansal madam is an ex-IIM Ahmedabad alumni, gold medalist as well. She has written books like Connect the Dots. Basically the Indian way of doing business. How girls must be aware of this brand, Fem. Fem cream came into picture. Dosa Plaza story, Sucam inverter story, amazing stories. Especially those guys who want to start their business. They can read books like this. Connect the Dots. Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. The book Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish is written by Rashmi Bansal Sahiba, and Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish is a speech by Steve Jobs at Harvard as well. I'm talking about the book. Then there's one more book, my favorite. It's why Gujaratis are so successful in business. The name of the book is Dhando. Remarkable book. If you're aware of the fact, most of the Patels, most of the Gujaratis in US, they're extremely wealthy people, extremely affluent. And you won't believe most of the motels are owned by Indian Gujjus in US. Anybody who's Gujju right now? Any Gujju is sitting right now? Any Gujju? Unbelievable. Gujjus have got phenomenal business sense. We can always learn something from someone who's better than us. So you can read this book, Connect the Dots, Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, Dhando. One more book, Jugaad. The Indian Way of Doing Business. One heck of a book, man. If you remember Mythicool, do you remember the story of Mythicool? Anyone who knows the story of Mythicool, if you haven't, just read this. What was the story of Mythicool? Why Mr. APJ Kalam Sahab said, this guy, man, you are the real scientist of India. India need people like you. Phenomenal story of Mythicool. Those people who have got the dreams, the desire. This one life is very small. Right, let's come back to this. So, what was this? Yeah, so we've understood this. Sanguine, genuine, double star. Put up a double star on this. Put up a double star on this. Put up a double star on this, right? So, Aadhaar card shows that you are a bona fide citizen of India. You went to give an exam and the examiner says, show me your bona fides. You said, sir, this is my Aadhaar card. This is your Aadhaar card? Aadhaar card mein kaun sundar dikhta hai, yaar? How can you look so mesmerizing in Aadhaar card? Show me some other ID proof. Sir, this is my driving license. Sir, look at this. Now this is fine. Show me a few more ID proofs. So these are your bona fides. Sir, what does that mean? This means that this is a noun and this is an adjective. Is it clear to each one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? This is bona fides. Show me your bona fides. Noun. Aadhaar card shows that you are a bona fide citizen of India. Fabulous question. Believe me, it's a very beautiful question. Bona fides. Confident. Sanguine, genuine. Optimistic, pessimistic. Nice. We have already completed this. Is it clear to each one of you? Sir, fids or synonym, please. Confident. Bona fides. Infidelity. Fidelity. Perfidiousness. Affidavit. Many words here. Diffident. Already 10 words I've told you. Right? So, do some R&D and you can find these words. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? I think it is absolutely, it is clear to each and every one. I guess this is absolutely fine. Shall we move ahead? Shall we proceed ahead? Right? Let's take the next question. Let's take the next question. So, what's the correct answer? The correct answer of this, the correct answer is D. We have understood this. If you remember this, in the last session, I have told you one word for Chacha Chaudhary. What is that I told you? Perspicacious Chacha Chaudhary. What is the meaning of this word perspicacious? Perspicacious is someone who has got wisdom, acumen, knowledge, shrewdness, those kind of things. So, I told you the word which I told you was perspicacious. Perspicacious. Listen to this very carefully. Perspicacious Chacha Chaudhary. If you have not read these kind of comic books, when I was a kid, I could not able to understand one single word in English. I could not able to understand these comic books like Marvel, DC, Archie, those kind of comic books. So I love to read comic books like Chacha Chaudhary and Sabu, Billu, Pinky, Super Commando Dhruv, Nagraj. I love to read those kind of books. So, in every single book, there was a disclaimer. And the disclaimer was, Chacha Chaudhary is probably sharper than computer. Yeah, as good as computer. And that is why I said, perspicacious Chacha Chaudhary, someone who is mentally extremely sharp. Someone who is mentally supple, mentally nimble, acumen, gumption, sagaciousness. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Sir, why you have given this word? I have given this word. Put up a double star on this. On what? Difference between perspicacious and perspicuous. What is perspicuous, sir? When you say some things are perspicuous, it means in apple pie order. Something is in apple pie order. It means clear. What a brilliant question, man. Perspicuous, put up a double star. Why? First star for spelling correction. Second star just for the sheer difference of this word, perspicacious and perspicuous. Is it clear to each and every one of you? It's a fantastic question. So perspicuous, what is the meaning of this word perspicuous? Perspicuous is something that is clear. Something that is absolutely apple pie order. something that can be easily understandable, something that is absolutely crystal clear, right? I am about to give you a question which was asked in SSC, of course. This particular question was asked in the year 2017. See, but these questions are relevant to your exam, right? I want the people to mark the answer in next 5 seconds, right? Have a look at this. Where's the question? Yeah, oh, okay. So you can see this. So perspicuous, easily understandable, clear, right? I want the people to mark the answer in next 5 seconds. This question was asked in the year 2017. Go ahead. What is the answer? 5 seconds. Don't take more than 5 seconds. Don't take more than 5 seconds. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Great, well done. But it's a good question. Huh? It's a very nice question. Perspicuous. Perspicuous is something that is absolutely clear. Right? Clear. But, my God, these options are really close, man. Brief, precise, relevant. These are good close options. But you know, that kind of vocabulary comes in SSC. SSC is very good question. There was one movie, what's the name of the movie? Govinda Sahab was there, and what's the name of the lady? Twinkle Khanna. Joru Ka Ghulam. Joru Ka Ghulam, the actual transition of this is someone who is extremely fond of his wife. Not other's wife, his wife. If someone is fond of other's wife, that person is Turkey. It means debauch. The person is extremely fond of his own wife. Joru Ka Ghulam. So, Joru Ka Ghulam, there is a word, uxorious, right? So, let's take that word. You need to find the antonym, right? I said there is one word, uxorious. No, forget about it. Uxorious. Joru Ka Ghulam. That is uxorious. Sir, what is the spelling of this word? Uxorious. U-X-O-R-I-O-U-S. Uxorious. I want people to write this word, put up a double star on this. Uxorious. Someone who is extremely fond of his wife. Not others. His wife. Right? Sir, how many marriages are allowed? One. Only one. And we have got resistance for only one marriage. But there's a word, monogamy. What is this mono? Mono is single. Gamy is shadi, marriage. What is bigamy? Two marriages. Bigamy, two marriages. Polygamy. Polygamy, multiple marriages. Wherever you come across this word gamy, it means marriage. Right? So monogamy, single marriage. Bigamy, two marriages. Polygamy, multiple marriages. Do remember this? This has been asked in almost all the competitive exams. Right? Fine, let's come back to this. So I was discussing uxorious. Other than uxorious, I said the name of the movie is Joru Ka Ghulam. Uxorious is someone who servile. Serve, root word serve is servitude. Servitude, serve, servant, like this. So uxorious, Joru Ka Ghulam. Let's take servile, similar kind of word. Servile, the one who serves. This question was asked, this particular question was asked in the year 2014. So what was the question? Someone who is not defiant. Defiant is someone who is not easily manageable, who defies the law. Servile is someone who is easily manageable. I want you people to mark the answer in the next 5 seconds. Servile, uxorious, sycophant, whittle. So, you know, these are those people who are dogmatic, they're easily manageable, right? So, this was the question which was asked in the year 2014. I want people to mark the answer. This question was asked in the year 2014. Believe me, although I'm taking a question from SSC, but this is very important to your exam. These words actually don't change. These words, they come in almost all the competitive exams. I want people to mark the answer in the next 5 seconds. What is the answer? A. Very nice. Antonym. Oh, wait. Antonym. We're looking for antonym. We're not looking for synonym. Those guys were saying C probably because of synonym. Great. Rebel. What kind of rebel, Anandita? A happy rebel? Huh? We should always proud to be happy rebel. Why? Be a proud rebel. Why? Only those people create something extraordinary in this world. Elon Musk, a proud rebel. Servile. If you want to find the synonym, sycophant is absolutely correct. But we are concerned about the antonym, so this is incorrect. Defiant. Those people who don't believe in. Defiance is to categorically flout something, defy something, right? Psychotic illnesses. You can do R&D. What kind of illnesses are called psychotic illnesses, right? So to those people who have got the correct answer, very, very well done. I asked the antonym, and to those people who have got the correct answer, well done. It's indeed a matter of celebration. Shall we move on, guys? Is it fine? Is it absolutely clear? Is everything, each and everything absolutely clear? Shall we move on? Right? Fine. Great. Let's move on. So this is the next question. What is the next question? The next question is, once again asked in your GATE exam in the year 2015. It's a very beautiful critical reasoning question, and I'll be giving you guys 2 minutes, right? Third question. This question was asked in the year 2015. From my side, you have 2 minutes. That's it. Go ahead. Let me move aside. 2 minutes you have. Exactly 2 minutes. I want you people to mark your answer. You've got 2 minutes. Go ahead. Don't take anything more than 2 minutes. I think it's anyone who has. Okay. A. What is that? Human progress and security positive. Whoa. Positively associated. B. Human progress is contradictory to this. Great. And anybody else? Any other answer? C. Good. And environmental. And great. I think this is good enough. 5 more seconds, and after that I will lock. I'll start to explain this. 5 seconds, guys. Make it fast, please. 5 more seconds. Go ahead. 5 more seconds. See. Right now in Sydney it is 4:43 and we have a tournament going on. We have our match at 8 o'clock. So I'll go for a short sleep. Once the class is over, I'll take a small nap for 30 minutes or an hour, and I'll get ready for my match. Is it fine, everybody? C, D, B. Okay. Let's see this. Anyone? Any other answer? Let's discuss this. So finally, what is the answer? D. Okay. Thank you, guys. Last man stands. There's a tournament which is going on. Last man stands. Fine. I think we should discuss. Even before starting this, I think I should talk about this climate change. In the year 2012, Paris Summit took place. Right? Paris Summit took place. Yeah. In the year 2012, Paris Summit took place. And in that Paris Summit, there were roundabout delegates from almost 170 odd countries. That's a lot. There are almost 190, 200 countries. And if delegates from 170 countries are meeting for a cause, that must be serious. What was the whole idea? In a very simple layman language, the entire idea behind the Paris Summit was this. The rate with which we are emitting carbon dioxide, the rate with which we are emitting, okay fine, let's further break it into simpler words. If by 2100 the temperature of this world, this planet, increases by 2 degrees Celsius, many countries will be submerged. Many countries will be engulfed by different water bodies. Whoa, that's a big thing, man. But the rate with which we are emitting carbon dioxide, this will happen by 2050. And probably by 2100, the temperature of this world, this planet, increases by 3 degrees Celsius. Now, this is a lot. You know, what is the problem with this? The problem is very severe. Not just the climate changes, the temperature increase, but other than that, the migration that takes place. And not just the migration from one country to other, the internal migration. You can stop the migration from one country to other, but you cannot stop the internal migration. आप आंतरिक विस्थापन को कैसे रोकेंगे? When the people from one part of the country migrate to the other part of the country, they have got all the rights to do that. And that will be really difficult. So that's the whole idea. And then came the concept of carbon credit and all those things, right? But India, we have coined a term over there. We were portrayed as a villain, which was a wrong portrayal. And there was one cartoon, if you want, you can search as well. There's a train, and right in front of the train, there is an elephant sitting over there. On the train, it was written Paris Summit, and on the elephant, it was written India. Always remember this whenever you read any article, and if the tonality of the article is positive, optimistic, that India has India has got the vim and the vigor to become something incredible, then India as a nation, in the article, India is represented as tiger. But when the tone of the article is negative, that India is a very populous country and probably a very lethargic country, then we are represented as an elephant. That is how you decide the tone of the passage. Is it clear, everybody? So now you can understand this. A train written, Paris Summit is written, and then there is an elephant, India was written. We coined the term combined but social responsibility. Indeed, it is a common but social responsibility, or combined but social responsibility, same thing. Indeed, it is a common responsibility. Indeed, it is a responsibility, but it is a responsibility of each one of us, all the countries, but it is a differential. So combined or common but differential responsibility. The countries who have already become developed, they should emit lesser carbon. Let the developing countries grow. Let the underdeveloped countries grow. So this we coined with this term, right? So this is more or less this Paris Summit was. Let's come back to this. Climate change, okay, has reduced human security. Climate change has reduced human security and threatened human well-being, okay? An ignored reality of human progress is that human security, see what is that they've said? Ignored reality, wow, of human progress is that, okay fine, it means misconception, that is the meaning of this misconception. That human security largely depends upon environment. So isn't it true? But on the contrary, okay, now they have mentioned, but on the contrary, that is what they've written over here. Human progress seems contradictory to the environment secretary. So there is a wide perception that human progress is directly proportional to environment security. On the contrary, this is not true. This is what is written. It means human progress is probably inversely proportional to environment security. This is what they've talked about. To keep up both the required level is a challenge. To keep up both at the required level is a challenge. To be addressed by one and all, one of the way to curb. I want you people to remember this word curb. It's a very, 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 very good word. There is difference between CUB cub and CURB. Put up a double star on this. Cub is young ones of lion and tiger. They're called cub. Bolte na phrase, if you ignore a cub, you have to face a grown-up lion. The problems you are facing today were smaller yesterday. Right? And many times, we live in our past. That's not a good idea. Many of us, we become slaves of our own past. And that's when we say that, my yesteryears walk with me. That's not a good idea. What is curb, sir? Curb is to control. Curb is to control. Like RBI curbs inflation. Great. RBI curbs inflation. By what? RBI has got a tool that is called interest rate. So RBI increases the interest rate or decreases the interest rate. How RBI does that? There's a committee called MPC, Monetary Policy Committee. And then there are 3 members from RBI and 3 members from different walks of life. All in all, 6 members. Governor Sahab, Deputy Governor Sahab and ED. These people are from RBI and 3 more people from, esteemed people from different walks of life. Right now, there Pami Duaji hai. Pami Duaji is there. Ravindra Dholakia Sahab, I guess, and Chetan Gehte Sahab is there. So these are 6 people. So how this bi-monthly policy comes? These guys cast a vote and then they decide whether to increase or to decrease the interest rate. So RBI Governor Sahab is the ex officio chairman of Monetary Policy Committee. Ex officio, the meaning of this word is by the ex officio, it means by the virtue of office you are holding. Right? So whosoever holds the office becomes the chairman of this. Is it fine, everybody? Let's come back to this. So to keep up both at the required level is really a challenging task. One of the way to curb, to control climate change may be suitable scientific innovation. Okay. All of a sudden they talked about innovation. While the other may be Gandhian perspective. Nice. A smaller scale progress and focus on sustainability. I asked this question to one of my IM professor. I said, sir, don't you think that sustainability is also very important, sir? It might be possible right now you think, sir, what is sustainability? There is a research report which publishes every year and it's an Oxfam report. Just I'll take 30 seconds. This Oxfam report actually talks about income disparity in a country. Income disparity. So based on income disparity, it means the gap between, in layman's language, it's the gap between rich and the poor. You won't believe this. Based on the last year's report, the number 1 country on income disparity is Thailand. Before deducing anything about Thailand, listen to the second statement. The 5th country is India. Oxfam says that the income disparity between the rich and the poor, so we are in top 5. It's very dangerous. When there is so much income disparity, how can you talk about sustainability? How can we have a sustainable business model? How can we have a sustainable society? And that is what in real terms development is. Development is not just GDP. Development is to have a sustainable society where anyone can actually be whatever the person wants. That is what in real terms, in true terms, the meaning of sustainability and socialism is. Right? Fine. So there's actually so much talked about in the latter part of the paragraph. Innovation, sustainability, nice. All in all, what we have understood that earlier there was a myth. Earlier there was a perception that human progress and What is that? Environmental security is directly proportional. Although this is not true. Human progress and environment security, they're inversely proportional. Okay. And it is very difficult to balance between the two, just like demand and supply. When you read microeconomics, you'll come across this word demand and supply. Right? Demand, whenever there's high demand, their supply is less, and when there is demand, it is high, the price shoot up. The demand is less and the supply is high, the price reduces. Simple, right? So in this case, they said one way to control, because it's really difficult to control. So one way to control is innovation, or the other way is sustainability. So primarily, if you see, there are these words which are important. I'm highlighting these words. Look at this word. So there was this perception, but contrary, and now we can see that human progress and environment, they are inversely proportional. It's very difficult to balance, and how you can balance, how you can curb via innovation or sustain. These are the keywords. That's it. The meaning of this entire paragraph revolves around these 5 words. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to each and every one of you? These 5-6 words are very, very important. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Now let's see. Now I think you're good to go. Human progress and security are positive. No. In my college days, like I made a progress, and this, what was the topic? Microeconomics. In macroeconomics, I made a project on this. How stock market and like correlation between COMEX, commodity exchange, and stock market. So that was a very good learning experience. Very nice learning experience I had. So positively associated, a better word would have been correlated. But because most of you are from engineering background, and because most of you are preparing for GATE, so that kind of word is not required. But if this paper would have been given to an MBA aspirant, instead of associated, they would have preferred giving correlated. Negative correlation, positive correlation. Always remember this. It's in very simple, very laymanish language. Whenever the fear is high in the market, whenever there is negative sentiment, just like this corona time, there's so much uncertainty with corona. There's so much uncertainty around the world. So what is happening? The stock market is crashing. But whenever this happens, immediately the financial instrument that hedges this, it means balances this, is gold. People start investing in gold. So every single time whenever there is negative sentiment, the price of gold increases. This is what happens, right? Human progress and security are positively associated or correlated. No, they're not positively. They're negatively associated. Human progress is contradictory. This is the word I was searching for. This is a good option. Let's move on. Human security. No, we're not talking about this. A girl said human security. No, this is incorrect. We're talking about human progress, right? Human progress seems contradictory to environment security. Human progress and environment security we're talking about. Human progress depends upon environment. But how? So they are negatively correlated. It means inversely proportional. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear, guys? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely. Right? You want to read something on socialism? Karl Marx की किताब उठा लो यार. Marxism, socialism, these are same. Any book from Karl Marx book, Das Communist Manifesto, Das Capital, these are very famous, very popular books. Is it fine, everybody? Shall we proceed further? But whichever book you want to read it after your exam. Right? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Great. Shall we proceed further? Right. Let's move on to the next question. Right? Here, I really want to discuss how to, solve this question rather than just taking these questions. I want to discuss how to solve this question. That is why I'm going very slowly. To all the girls who are sitting in the class, what is your favorite movie? For most of the girls, it is what we call Jab We Met, right? So this is the answer. In Jab We Met, there is Kareena Kapoor. Kareena Kapoor madam is there. So she was extremely jolly, extremely loquacious, extremely voluble. What kind of people are called loquacious? The people who love to speak. They are called loquacious. Always remember, whenever you see this word lock, that is L-O-Q, or LOC, it is always associated with speak, right? Speech, speaking. Loquacious. Anybody, I want to be, anyone can write, or I want actually all of you to write the spelling of the word garrulous. Garrulous, synonym of this word. Go ahead. So loquacious, garrulous. I won't be telling you the spelling of this word garrulous. Any which ways, you are going to tell me the spelling, right? So garrulous. Other than that, if someone is a really good speaker, we can also use the word voluble. Voluble. My God. What a speaker this guy is. I am awestruck. Voluble speaker. He is an orotund speaker. He is an orotund speaker. Bloody hell, what a brilliant speaker this guy is. This guy has got gift of gab. In Hindi, it is called bolne ki dakshata. Gift of gab. All these words are extremely positive, right? These words are positive. These are not bombastic speeches, garrulous. No. Achinke Meshram, Garrulu, absolutely correct. Garru, garrulous. GE, it's not GE, it is Garrulous. No. And I think only just 2 people have written it correctly. Actually one. Who has written correctly? Rahul Das, Garrulous. Yes, this is correct. Chetan, Garrulous. Yeah, Chetan's spelling is also correct. Only a few people got the correct spelling. ऐसा नहीं करो यार. Garrulous. Garrulous speaker. At times talkative, right? Talkative. This question which I'm about to show you guys, this question came in the year 2011. I'll give you 5 seconds and you have to mark your answer in 5 seconds, right? So this is the question. Go ahead, mark the answer. Don't take more than 5 seconds. Synonym, you need to find the synonym. Go ahead. What is the answer? Well done. So what is talkative? Content is satisfied. Unclear. You wrote this very good word, and what is that? Equivocal. EQUIVOCAL. Although when you read this word, it seems as if equivocal is clear, but that is not true. Equivocal is something that is not clear. If I want to say that, am I clear to you guys? I am supposed to say, am I unequivocal to you guys? This sounds so resoundingly, different, man. But equivocal is unclear. Put up a double star on this. Put up a double star on this word. Right? There was similar question which was asked in SSC in the year 2017. I wanted people to mark the answer. The only difference is the word, instead of loquacious, they asked the word garrulous. This was the question. I wanted people, this is the answer actually. This was the word garrulous. Right? In the year 2017, they asked the same question, similar question, garrulous, almost the same question actually. I want people to mark the answer in next 5 seconds. 5 seconds, okay? Go ahead. This word was asked in the year 2017. I want people to mark the answer. Take 5 seconds and mark the answer. What is the answer? Absolutely. Yeah, same. Nice. Talkative, yes. Sedative. Engineers don't need anything sedative. We by default sleep for as many hours as we want. Sedative is something that is sleep inducing. Sir, your lectures? Probably. Vocative, yeah. Related to vocals. Positive, optimistic, positivity, yeah. Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it absolutely clear, guys? Is it absolutely clear? Well done. यशपाल राणा बस थम जाओ देख ले A, correct A, right? Another beautiful question. This particular question was asked in the year 2016. Fantastic question, right? What is this? Yeah, that's this. So the next question from critical reasoning, this question came in the year 2016. For this particular question, let me give you a challenge. I'll be giving you 80 seconds, not more than that, not 90, 80 seconds. Let's see. 2016, I'm giving you 80 seconds. Give your best shot. Let me move aside. Yeah. 80 seconds. Go ahead, guys. Make it fast. $80 seconds. Make it fast, guys. Make it fast, please. 80 seconds. $80 seconds. Come on, make it fast, guys. What is the answer? C, D. These are the statements and these are the options. What is that you've written? C, D, B, okay. B. B. Okay. So most of you are saying B, a few of you are saying C and D as well. Last 5 seconds and then I'll lock. Last 5 seconds, after that I won't be accepting the answer. Straight away I'll explain. 5 seconds, guys, make it fast, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. The word filled with uncertainty. Yes. Even right now we can feel the uncertainty. He was glad in a world full of uncertainty. He was glad to have many good friends. Many good friends? Why we have not written much good friends? How can you write much good friends? Much is uncountable, many is countable. We are talking about friends, we are talking about individual, countable things. Many good friends. He has always assisted them in times of need. Okay. And was confident, we have discussed this, that they would reciprocate the same. So in this world, the world of uncertainty, he feels really glad that he has got some good friends. He always assisted them in times of need and was confident that they would reciprocate the same. Reciprocating the same, it means they will help them. They will help him. In the last class, I told you this word, however. I said this is 180-degree word. Though, although, this is what I told you. Though, although, but, however, despite, in spite of. These are 180-degree words. However, so against his expectation, something has happened. The events of the last week proved him wrong. Already proved him wrong. Okay, so something must have happened. Which of the following can be inferred? Can you see this inference-based question? Even in 2016 as well. So that is why I'm saying that in your exam, you can expect inference-based question. The chances are inference-based question, it's more probable that it will come. His friends were always asking him to help them. Always asking. This is the thing that you cannot justify. That whether his friends were asking or not, you cannot justify this. He felt that when in need of help, his friends would let him down. No, would help him. He was sure that his friends would help him. Yeah, this is what I was searching. Would help him whenever he needs them. His friends did not help him last week. That is why this guy was proven wrong. So what is the correct answer? Third and fourth, this. To all those people who have got the correct answer, very, very well done. Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to all? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Alright. Let's take, there was one movie, what's the name of the? Yash Chopra Saab's movie, Veer Zara. Interminable love of Veer and Zara. That is, unending love of Veer and Zara. Let me show the photograph first. So, interminable love of Veer and Zara. It might be possible that you have watched the, you have watched the movie Terminator. Terminating GP. Terminator. Terminate is something that finishes. Interminable, unending, infinite loop. So, unending love of Veer and Zara. Interminable love of Veer and Zara. Prem Chopra sahab famous dialogue was Prem naam hai mera. Prem Chopra. It's a perennial dialogue of Prem Chopra sahab. It's an eternal dialogue of Prem Chopra sahab. Interminable. Interminable synonym can be perennial or eternal as well. We can also write another, what is that? We can also write another synonym, eternal. I want you people to write these words. These are very, very important words. Interminable love of Veer and Zara. Eternal love of Veer and Zara. Great. Perennial love of Veer and Zara. Perennial plants. Perennial are those plants, we are evergreen, which are evergreen. So they are called perennial. So interminable love of Veer and Zara. Perennial love of Veer and Zara. Eternal love of Veer and Zara. Perpetual love of Veer and Zara. So these kind of words, perpetual is, perpetual. I want people to write all these 4 words. They're very, very important words. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? This question was asked in the year 2012. Sir, what was the question? Here it is. Oh, hey, one sec. You need to find the antonym. You need to find the antonym. That is opposite. Take 10 seconds and mark the answer. Take 10 seconds and mark the answer. Go ahead. Perpetual, unending. Yes, interminable. Absolutely. Go ahead, mark the answer. Antonym. We want antonym. Right? Do remember this. We want antonym. Don't get confused. Although these are the questions from SSC, but these are very good questions from SSC. What is the answer? Interminable, perennial, eternal, perpetual. Well done. C, D. Usual is fine. Usual is regular. Temporary. A realistic, we know what is realistic and unrealistic ideas. So what is the answer? From a straight flat question. What is the answer? The answer is temporary. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Because most of the people got the correct answer. As most of the people have got the correct answer, this definitely demands for a small celebration. Well done. Absolutely correct. Yeah, D is the absolutely correct answer. Is it fine, everybody? Is it fine, everybody? Few minutes back, I've told you a word. What was the word? Optimistic. What kind of people are optimistic? People who are positive. What kind of people are pessimistic? People who are negative. So, negative people are pessimistic. In the year 2013, absolute cakewalk. They have asked the antonym for what? For this word. Not more than 5 seconds. Antonym, opposite. This was the question. 2013. It should move. 5 seconds, mark the answer, book it. What is the answer? What is that you've written? Great. Absolutely. Nice. Absolutely correct. Pessimistic are those people who are absolutely negative. So, negative, the opposite must be positive. Vocalist, related to singing. No. Believer of anything. THE, I told you earlier, wherever you see this word THE, it always stands for God. So this is the answer. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Sir, can we use any example for this pessimistic? मैं ऐसा क्यों हूँ, मैं वैसा क्यों हूँ, मैं pessimistic क्यों हूँ, मैं ऐसा वैसा जैसा भी हूँ वैसा क्यों. Hrithik Roshan Saab's movie. Just to make you remember, that's it. It was not a pessimistic song, but it was like this, right? So if you want, you can relate with this. Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear? So pessimistic. I think it is absolutely clear. So this was the question which was asked. Before signing off, one question as an assignment. So this will be the 5th question. It's a fabulous question. This question was asked in the year 2013. What I want to people to freeze the screen or take a screenshot. But I want to people to post a comment. You guys are not commenting. I want to see the comment, but you're not supposed to write A, B, C, D. Whatever you feel is the correct answer, you need to explain that. Do remember that. You have to explain whatever answer is there. A, then Y, B, then Y, C or D, then Y. Right? So this is the question. Oh no, this is pessimism. This is the fifth question. This is the assignment. This question was asked in the year 2013. Let me move aside. If you want, you guys can take a screenshot. Yeah. Right now, you can take a screenshot. Right? So you're not supposed to do it right now. You can do it later. But this is what you are supposed to do. Is it clear, everybody? Is everything clear to each and every one of you? Is everything clear to each and every one of you? Whatever we have discussed in today's class is, whatever we have discussed in today's class, is everything fine? Temporary, because we were looking for antonym. That is why temporary. Temporary, transient, those kind of. When Mr. Trump came, what he was considered as? He was a transient president. But what happened? He won the election. He won the last election, presidential election. Fine. Who was asking that? Robert Frost. Yeah, I know. Jaspal, I know Robert Frost. Based on Mr. Robert Frost, there was a movie, Frost Nixon. I think you're talking about this, the same Robert Frost or someone else who asked me, Jaspal Rana. Are you talking about the same Robert Frost? Robert Frost interviewed Richard Nixon, the person who was about to get impeached, and before that he resigned, and then he interviewed him. Right? Great. So I think it is absolutely fine. It is absolutely clear. I want you people to write in the comment box. What is that, sir? Promise yourself. Sir, what? I will never be a maybe. Whatever you want, just do it. Whenever in doubt, take risk. Once again, I am saying the very same statement. A good traveler never arrives. Unless and until we take risk in life, how do I understand what is my capability? How do I understand what is my mettle? How do I understand the kind of grit and determination I have? How do I understand whether I can surpass my convenience or not? Promise yourself, I will never be a maybe. Even by taking decision, even by taking proactively, by taking authority, you fail. It is absolutely fine. In great adventures of life, it is glorious even to fail. Failure is an overrated thing. Fail, but fail quickly. This is what Jeff Bezos said. So this is what for today's class. Has everybody understood every single piece of information? All right. Great. Well done. So this is what today's class was. So we'll meet in the next class. Sunday, absolute rest day. But please make sure, I have already taken 3 quant classes, 3 verbal classes, and 2 special classes. So 8 sessions I've already taken. So you've got you've got a full day. Make sure whatever segment you have missed, just go through those videos, right? And in the month of February, I'll be coming up with plus courses. So you can always install an Unacademy app and you can use my code ST26. I'll be there with a fabulous course like vocabulary and all those things. So we'll meet in the near future. We'll meet on Monday. Until then, bye-bye everybody. Take care. Jai Hind.